hello everybody, and happy Tuesday. It is Tuesday, May 6th, 2025 at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And this is Lisa Freeman coming to you live from stampingwithlisa.com. And I don't know why the picture is showing up kind of grainy, which is weird, but the cards look much better in person. Okay, good. Now we got a good picture. All right. I hope you guys are having a great day. This is weird. My chat is not very high for some reason. It's kind of like down at the bottom of the page. Isn't that weird? Let me see. I don't know why that is. Huh. Interesting. Let me say hello. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Marva. Hey, Annie. Hey, Shirley. Hey, Lou. Hey, Lynn. Exhausted from babysitting. Glad to be home. No catalog. Uh-oh. Yeah, I mailed you one. You should be getting it today or tomorrow. Let me see. Hey, Patricia. Hey, Wendy. Hey, Therese. Hey, Jalen. Hey, Diana. Hey, Trina. Hey, Myra. Oh, everybody went flying by. Hey, Holly. Hey, Becky. Hey, Julie. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Jody. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Christine. Hey, Sherry. All right, we got a bunch of people on now. 67. I am pooped. I was out working in the yard most of the day today. It was absolutely beautiful today. So gorgeous. We had 80 degrees, sunny, and a nice breeze. It wasn't even humid outside. It was so nice. So, a lot of you guys ordered today because it was the first day of the new catalog. And I placed an order like 6 o'clock this morning because I woke up and I was like, I might as well go ahead and order. I was laying in bed and just did it right from bed, which was nice. So I didn't have the catalog with me, but I just kind of did it online, and it's really nice because you just click on what's new and it shows you all the new stuff like right away. So you don't really have to search. And then I just clicked way too much and ordered a ton of stuff. So, but tonight I'm not showing you anything new except the catalog. So I wanted to go through the catalog real quick and show you some of my favorite things and some things you might not have seen yet. And then also we're gonna make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards. So here is what they look like. You should have seen the picture a minute ago, but here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So we're gonna make those 8 cards super quick and easy. They're like so fast. But I want to show you the catalog first. So hopefully you guys have gotten your catalog. And a bunch of people ordered today, and you know what? I totally forgot that you get to pick which kit you want. So I forgot when I sent thank you emails to everybody that ordered $100 or more. I just said your goodies will be there in a couple weeks, and I forgot to say which kit do you want. So no, Becky, I don't do paper shares. They just take too much time. I just don't have time for that. That's too much ordering and cutting and packaging and all that stuff. I don't want to do. There's so many people that do them, so I don't. But if you ordered today or so far this month, and it's over $100, you'll get one of these kits. So I'll be emailing you again, or you can email me and just tell me, do you want blue or purple for your kit? So I totally forgot to ask that when I sent the email. All right. Oh, Jalen's doing one for Canada, so that's good. All right, so let me show you real fast my favorite things in here. Okay, so hopefully you got your catalog and you've been looking at it. I'm going to start in the beginning. So I just did this heirloom arrangements kit video, and I think we made, what did we do, 9 or 10 cards. That was last week. So if you missed that video, it's awesome. They're alternate cards, not the ones that come in the kit. And then I saw this kit. I just ordered this one today. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to make that one and see if I can, I don't know how much alternate you can do with that because it doesn't really come with all that much stuff, but we'll see. But that was one of my favorite things. Then I loved this scrapbooking workshop kit. So I don't scrapbook at all, but I like the stickers, and I don't know if they're stickers or die cuts. Stickers, oh, stickers and pre-cut images. Okay, 2 sheets of that. And then you get some 12 by 12 paper and designer paper. So it shows you how to make scrapbook pages, but I think I did order the kit, but I'm going to do the cards instead of scrapbooking pages. So, and then I got this one too, this scrapbooking workshop kit. I thought this was a great one to do cards with. I am pretty much strictly a card person. I don't do scrapbooking. So, this I thought goes great with Memories and More kits. This is Embossed Designs Mix and Match Specialty Cards and Envelopes. And they are 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. So that will fit the Memories and More kit that I'm doing today, which is this one. This is actually retiring, but it's on the last chance list for only $8. So for $8, you're going to get all this stuff. Let me show you what's in here. And I bought these to do a class with like months ago, and I totally forgot about them. And then I just realized they were on the last chance list, and I'm like, oh, crud. I got like, 12 or 15 of these kits. So you get 2 of each of the big ones. Now, these are 6 by 4. So if you get this, or there's another one in here somewhere that's just plain white, they'll be the right size for this, because I'm going to cut mine down today because I'm doing regular size cards. So these are 6 by 4, so I have to cut them down to 5 1/4 by 4. So you get 2 of these, and that's the back. You get 2 of these, and that's the back. You get 2 of these, and that's the back. 2 of these. And this is so pretty. They're just so pretty. That's the back, and then 2 of these, and that's the back. So those are the big ones. And then you get these little ones. You get a ton of these little ones. 2 of each again. So 2 of the Celebrate. 2 of this one. 2 of the Thanks So Much. 2 of this one. Oh, that's pretty. I hate it when both of them are pretty. Oh, I like that too. 2 of this one. And I saw a really pretty, I can't remember whose website it was on. I was looking through YouTube videos for ideas. And I really didn't find too many. So I guess a lot of people didn't realize that this was a kit. But the girl that I saw, she put this into an 8 by 8 frame. And she just had this and then Misty Moonlight paper behind it and then white behind that and put it in a frame and made a framed art. And that's all she did. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's so easy. You get 2 of those. 2 of these. I love that too. And 2 of these. So tons of good stuff in this kit. And it is last chance, $8 for all that. And the only thing that I added was cardstock and some gems and a couple pieces of ribbon. Oh, and some butterflies. There's no stamping in the cards we're making tonight. So it's Thoughtful Journey, Memories and More. And then item numbers 163318. But if you just search Thoughtful Journey, it'll pop up. So that's what we're using. And then I also am using some of these butterflies, which are also retiring. And they're all falling apart here. These are retiring. This is not retiring. So this is, what is this called? Greetings for All Mix and Match Ephemera Pack, which is right here on this page. Right there. So it's on page 25. So this is great. You get 2 of each sheet, and it just has a ton of words. Some are in black with the white letters, and some are in white with the black letters. So you get both. So I did not stamp anything with the cards that we're making tonight. I used all of these, the butterflies, and some gems to make it super, super easy. So they're gonna, I like the title says, it's the easiest cards you're ever gonna make. Debbie, Jalen just said something about, oh, I thought Jalen said she did it, but she just put the name of somebody. Okay, so let's skip to my next little tab. I saw these classic Stampin' Spots. They're expensive though. For 5 little spots, it's almost 20 bucks. I was like, might as well get the big ink pads. Might as well get the big ones. We got a new punch, 1 7/8 circle. Guess what? It was sold out this morning when I tried to order it. I did order this stamp set, Encircled with Love, to go with the punch, but the punch was sold out, so that's a bummer. And then this I thought was so pretty. This is a suite, Florals in Bloom, and I love the samples. So now when there's a suite, they give you like 6 pages of the stamp set and all that stuff and samples. So you get 2 stamp sets and dies, and this gorgeous paper, which I just did cards with last week, the gems, and what else? That's it. So beautiful, beautiful. That's on page 42, 43. But lots of samples with that. So I love it. All right. Yeah, not crazy about the turtle set. Okay, here's my all-time favorite. And you guys know this is my favorite. So starting on page 52 and 53 is Beautiful Gallery. Look at all these gorgeous samples they have. Look at that one. Just do a framed art thing with that. Isn't that pretty? So you get 2 stamp sets again, 2 sets of dies. I love this frame. That is one of the dies you get to do frames with. My favorite embossing folder, you know, that nobody knows how to say, but I did look it up. And I said, how do you pronounce that? I spelled it. And the lady says it's damask, like the cuss word almost. So there you go. These are almost exactly like the other ones we have that I can't think of the name of them, but they're really pretty. But these are a little heavier. That ribbon is absolutely gorgeous. It's basic beige and it's really light and thin. But this paper, oh, look at that paper. So I ordered 5 packs of that this morning. I love it. I think that's the prettiest paper I've ever seen, I think. Oh, love it, love it, love it. So I hope you guys ordered that. It is a little pricey, but I think I'll be using that more than anything else. So look at the frames. Love how the frames work. So cool. So, oh, look at all those. I love the samples. They're just so pretty. Here's another one I really, really like. I ordered this too. This is another suite. It's called Kintsugi Inspirations. I hope I said that right. It's a Japanese-inspired kind of, I don't know. But it's something to do with these like crackly lines and the gold veining in there. That's, I guess, what it's supposed to inspire. So I saw a sample. I think it was in here. Yeah, it is in here. Okay. So on this page 60, they show you. So here it is. It's a traditional Japanese technique of repairing broken pottery with gold lacquer. The mended gold veins become a celebration of imperfection instead of hiding it. Love that. So they show you how you can emboss with the embossing folder on the gold foil paper and then cut it out and create these little gold veins. So I thought that was really cool. Love it. Love it. Love it. So I ordered that. Boho Vibes. That's not my thing either. Didn't get that one. Love this. Now, you guys know by now, if you've been watching me a while, I am totally a flower person. So if it's a flower set that's realistic looking, I'm probably going to get it. So, oh yeah, don't forget to do thumbs up. Who got fired? Judy says, you got fired. I was a hobby but got fired. What? Debbie Hamilton. What? Okay, that's weird. So anyway, I am a flower girl. I love this paper, and I did, I think this is the same paper that was in the beginning that I showed you with that scrapbooking kit. So it's really, really pretty. And I made a bunch of cards with that the other day. I think, yeah, it was last week. Love it. I just don't like that turtle set. I know some people do, but not my thing. I like this set, but I didn't get it because I was already way past my limit today of how much I can order. So this is on my list to get later. This is a good, like, masculine kind of set. But I don't have a guy in my life right now, so we're going to have to skip that for now. This is something cool. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but now there's 12 by 12 paper in, I think, every color. And it is two-toned, so one side is lighter than the other side. So one is like the true color, and the other side is a little bit lighter, or darker, I don't know. But, so it's really cool. But you can't hardly tell unless you put one piece on one side and one piece on the other side and put them next to each other. It's a very subtle thing. But, so now there's 12 by 12 paper, $10. And I think every color. So that's cool. So there's that. And then this is another really cute set, Notes and Totes. Look at those cute projects. Now we saw that at On Stage and it was so fun. It is a lot of die cutting. I'm not going to lie. A lot of pieces of die cutting, but so cute. Love it. And this, oh, I ordered this today. Love, love, love this bundle. And I love cone flowers. I think they're so cute. So I ordered that. And this, okay, I don't know if you guys saw this. I missed it like the first 10 times I went through the catalog. So this is a stamp set with dies that goes, it's one stamp here and one die. So the die, here you can see it here. See how that die is? So it cuts out, you stamp it, and then you cut it out and you get all the dies. But here's what's cool. There's washi tape that's already colored and the die goes with the washi tape. So you can cut them all out and they're already like sticky. So is that, somebody said something to me about that. Like, are you going to order that? And I was like, what are you talking about? So I had to go back and find it. I was like, that's so cool. I love it. So there's a picture of it cutting the washi tape. And I just think that is so cool. Very cool. So that is on page 84, 85. Here's another cool thing. I'm using cool way too much. The alphabet and the, what are these called? Banners. We saw that at On Stage too. They are really, really fun. So you can make these little banners like this. It's hard to see, but the letters are really big. They're kind of like the size. Remember when we had those old dies that were like thick and there was one letter on each die and the letter was like on a die this big and this thick and you just put the die through? I still have those. It was like 150. Twyla, thank you so much. You're so sweet. I still have it. It was $150 for the set of dies. And this one is $100, so it's not much different, but they're big letters. So they measure, largest die is about 3 inches by 1 3/4 about. So pretty big, but really pretty for banners and stuff if you like to do that. Love that. This is a great word set. Love that. So I ordered that. Not too much into the kids stuff. So we'll just flip through that. Oh, this one, Peaceful View. Love, love, love this stamp. This is great to do like just by itself or stamp it on the paper. That gallery, beautiful, what is it? Beautiful Gallery or Beautiful Bloom. What is it called? Gallery of Blooms. I already forgot the name of it. But it goes really good with that paper right there. And you can stamp that tree right on it. Love it. Okay, we're almost done. I just got a couple more. So here's stuff that's just carrying over to the online. Somebody asked me about this grid paper the other day, where they could find it. It's in the catalog. There's our new punch that's already sold out. And my favorite new embossing folder. Here's that new, the Japanese one, Kintsagu, or now I already forgot what it's called. I think I have short-term memory loss. Okay, here we go. All right, so last year the catalog was very unorganized. A lot of people said that like you couldn't find anything because nothing was like organized. This year it's very organized. So all of the sticky stuff, glue, tape, all that stuff's on one page. And like papers on the one page. Designer paper is all organized again. I love it. So you can go right to the designer paper. And a lot of these carried over. So like that's carried over. That one, that one, that one. That's not Beautiful Gallery. That's what it's called. That one carried over and that one carried over. Oh, here is the Memories and More ones I was talking about. So these are 2 sizes. These are like for the 3x4 and this is for the 6x4. So you don't have to cut anything if you use these as your bases. And then we've got some new gems. That's what they're called. Pressed Flower Motif is the new ones. They're really pretty. Love that too, flower accents. All right, so that is basically what I wanted to show you guys. So there's a quick run through of the catalog. Hope you like it. And hopefully you got yours. And I missed all these comments. Gloria Wolf. Uh-oh, needs prayers for Dave. He's uh-oh. Everybody pray for Gloria. Take a sip of water. All right. So here we go. We're going to make these cards. So you ready? Now, if you have this kit, you can make it along. I did not put the measurements today because the only thing that I did was I grabbed several sheets of cardstock. Like I picked, this is Fresh Freesia, Lost Lagoon, White, Petunia Pop, Fresh Freesia, Calypso Coral, and Pretty Peacock. So I just grabbed pieces of cardstock, cut them in half, and used one for that card last night that I made, and then one for the card that I'm making today. So I'm making these exact same cards. And then occasionally I picked another piece to do the background for. These are 3x4 cards, so this is 3 1/4x4. And then the white piece, these are all 5 1/4x4. So there really wasn't that much measurements, and I didn't feel like wasting all those Post-it notes today. So I didn't put the measurements, but we're going to do one at a time. So we're starting with this one. So you need your half sheet of Fresh Freesia, and then your 1/4 sheet for the inside. So every piece pretty much has the inside white, unless the base is white. Now, the only thing I did not do ahead of time was cut these because I wanted to show you how easy it is. So these are already the right width. They're already 4 inches, but they're 6. So you just have to cut part of that off. So we want it down to 5 1/4. So I'm just going to go to 5 1/4 and boom, there's my little piece. So that's all we have to do. And now we're ready to go. So for this one, all you're going to do, put this on the front. Let me get my glue ready. And I love the back of this too. And then put that on the front. Voila. And then here's the card. Comes 3x4. This is 3 1/4x4. So just cut it 1/4 inch bigger. Anytime you want to layer something, you just cut it 1/4 inch bigger. So this is going to go on the top with dimensionals. I need some more dimensionals. And when I was making these cards last night, it was like getting late, like 10:30, and I still hadn't finished. And I was like, because I was gonna try and do 10, but I gave up after 8 because I was getting tired. And I did one backwards, so I put like this front piece, I had it the wrong way, so it opened backwards. And then for the inside piece, I'm just going to take this scrap that I just cut off, and I'm going to put this on the edge and put that down the side, and it should already be the right length to go on the inside. Maybe just a teeny smidge over the edge. Okay. So then I'm just going to put that on the inside of my card and get a couple of rhinestones, and that card is done. Boom. How quick is that? So if you have this pack, you can make these like super, yeah, 4 1/4. So this piece right here, this fresh freesia that's behind this is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. And then the base is the regular size, 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. And then we want a couple rhinestones on here. So we're just going to grab some of these. Oops, I lost it. There we go. And grab another one. I put it where the exclamation point goes. So boom, right there. And then I grabbed a bigger one to put like up here. And there you go. And then I just spritzed it. And we're done. So that's card number 1. Got a little piece of. So there's card number 1. Boom. Done for you. So that was like 3 minutes. 3-minute card. Love it. Almost missed me. Hey, Joan. Rhinestones do go with all the cards. All right, so that was card number 1. Now we're going to go to card number 2, which is this one. So again, I've got my card base, which is my Lost Lagoon, my inside piece, which is the 5 1/4 by 4. And then I took another piece of 5 1/4 by 4. This is Petunia Pop. And I embossed it with the brick because I needed something for that front. And then I've got my Just a Note from my pack of words. And then here's another card. This card is 3 by 4. This is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. So we're just going to glue those together. And that's it. All I got to do is sponge this. So I did sponge this real quick because it was too white. I was like, I don't like that so white. So I took my little blending brush and I just kind of put a little bit of pink on it, like that. It's so little, it kind of gets away from you. So I just added a little bit of pink to it. And that was Petunia Pop. So there's my words. So then all we gotta do is glue it together. Oh, and I did have a ribbon too. So we do have to add a ribbon around that. And I don't think I put anything on the inside of this card. If you wanted to, you could stamp something, but I just wanted to create a whole pack of cards with no stamping at all and see how quick I could get it done. So this ribbon, I just wrapped around and tied in a little knot. And this is the Petunia Pop ribbon that carried over from last year's In Colors. I love this ribbon. It's one of my favorite colors. I love like hot pink. This is the color I get my, I'm going to get a pedicure tomorrow. This is the color I get my toes done like every single time. I have like so boring when it comes to pedicures. We're going to put dimensionals on here. Make a little pile. Okay, and that goes on the front. I think this is the one that I made upside down, backwards, and I put this on the other way. And then I did put one dimensional on the back of the words. I almost lost these words. Okay, one dimensional, and that's just gonna go right here. And then I've got some pink. These are adhesive backed pearl trio. I think these might be on the last chance list, but I'm not positive. I know one of these pearl is going. One is staying and one is going. But I can't remember which one. All right, so there we go. So that's that one, and we're just gonna spritz that one real quick. Love it. Uh-oh, I lost one. There we go. Oh, I forgot the inside. Don't want to forget my inside piece. I didn't stamp anything on it. Okay, so there we go. So there's those two. Super easy peasy. You can get a screenshot of that. I'm really crooked here today. Huh. Card one is so pretty. I know. I think they're all pretty. I think every single one I made was pretty. All right, so that's card number 2. This is card number 3. So for this one, we've got a white base. So just 5.5 by 8.5. This is my 5 1/4 by 4 front. And then I've got 2 cards, 3 by 4, and then a little strip that I cut off. I think that's 1/4 of an inch scrap, and then I got these words. So there you go. Love that ribbon. Yes, I love it. Oh, thanks, Kay. Yeah. You know, I'm always honest about what I like and what I don't. I'm not going to lie and tell you I just love something that I don't, because that would be stupid. Because some things I'm like, I just can't lie. I just can't. I don't understand how they come up with some of these. But I am just not a cutesy person. So if it's a cutesy set, it's not me. I like the real looking stuff. All right, so there's my front. I didn't put anything on the inside. I put this piece with the blue going towards the top like that. I love the back of this too. I hate to put glue on that. So that I'm just kind of going edge to edge and edge here. So just kind of get that on the paper. And then this one, this is where I took this piece right here. I don't know if you can see that. See that little piece of blue? So I said it needed something here. So I just took that and snipped it, right, like so. And then just glued that down in there because it just needed something behind the words. And I just had that scrap sitting on the table. Darn it. Now I got glue on my finger. Okay. And we're just going to put that right in the middle. And then I put this flat. Oh, that's pretty too. Oh, I hate to waste it. And put that kind of corner to corner. And then I put a couple dimensionals on the back of the words. My finger's sticky now. Put a couple dimensionals. And then I've got some blue dots for that. So those are, let me see, Tinsel Gems 3-pack. It's 161624. These might be retiring too. I don't know. I just grabbed stuff on the table. So we're just going to put a couple of these. I think they're like Misty Moonlight. They're really pretty colors. And there we go. All right, and then a little squirt. I did add some more stuff to my shimmer spray to make it a little bit more shimmery. I love the colors of this one. Just so pretty. What set of paper are you using? This is the kit. Hold on, what did I do with it? It is a kit. So if you just tuned in, we're using the Thoughtful Journey Memories and More card pack 163318. It's $8. It's on sale on the last chance list, and you get all these cards. So they're already cut for you and everything. You do have to cut the big ones down to 5 1/4, but that's about the only work I did. All right, so that was card 3. Card 4 is another one kind of similar. We're using also white card base for this one. So we've got a white card base. Oh, I got something on it. Mossy Meadow, and that's 5 1/4 by 4, and 2 cards again. And then the Happy Birthday. So this is super easy too. No cutting, just put it together. So this goes on the front, and that'll cover my little mistake up. And I don't know what I did. I must have grabbed it with the inky fingers or something. All right, and again, we're going to take that back one and put it corner to, or edge to edge, so it's on 3 edges. Oh, I love that side too. Oh, it's so hard to do that. All right, so edge to edge to edge. And then this one goes the opposite direction. Oh, that's pretty. Darn. It's a good thing you get 2 of them. So if you get the pack, you can make one of these and then use the other side to make another card. And then this Happy Birthday, I just put flat with glue. Hopefully I don't drop it again. That goes right in the middle. I love this. If you don't have these words, these are so great because they're all different sizes. You can use them with anything. And this one I'm going to put pink again. I lost my take your pick tool. What did I do with it? Oops, here it is. All right, we're going to put pink ones on here. And these are those pearls. And, oh, it didn't want to come off. There we go. Super easy. See how easy these cards are? A little squirt, squirt. There we go. So that's card number 4. So we're halfway done. Okay. I'm trying to read comments real fast. Sorry, see if I ordered this pack. Yeah, if you didn't order it, I just looked last night. It was still available last night. Yeah, you can use the 6x6 paper too, but it wouldn't have the like words and stuff on there like that does. All right, so next one is this one, Life is an Adventure. This I did cut, and also the big piece I cut. So let me show you. We've got our Petunia Pop back piece, and then this is the 6x4, so I've got to cut the top off a little bit. And I've got my inside white, 5 1/4 by 4, and I don't know what size that is, but I need to measure it, don't I? Uh-oh. Oh, I got my cutter. All right, so let's do the big one first. So the big one, we just need to cut it down to 5 1/4. Oops, I want to cut that end. So I'm going to cut the blue off because I don't want to cut the flowers off. So, and that's going to go on the inside of my card. And then this one, let me see what this is. And then I got to cut that down. So this is 3 1/4 by 2 3/4. Okay, so I don't cut any that way. I just got to cut some of this off. So I need to get that down to, what did I say that was? 2 3/4. So I need to get 2 1/2. All right, so we're going to cut a little bit off the top. I'm not measuring that, but we'll just cut a little bit off and then cut 2 1/2. There we go. All right. So that's 2 1/2 by What did I say it was? 3. Yeah, 2.5 by 3 inches. Okay. And then this piece is 2 3/4 by 3 1/4. So that goes together. All right, so let's put that together. And I did sponge this. So this goes on the front. I was going to cut all these ahead of time, but I just thought it'd be better to show you how I cut it. The words are from that pack that's in the catalog. I showed it at the beginning of the video. It's, I forgot the name of it. Everyday something, something. Anybody got their catalog that can look real quick? They were in the current catalog and they carried over. And it's a pack. It's got 6 sheets of words. 4 are white sheets with black words and 2 are black sheets with white words. All right, so this is my inside piece. I was like, everyday sayings or something like that. It's right in the very beginning of the catalog, like page 29. Okay, there you go, page 29. Thank you, Judy. All right, now this one I want to sponge with Petunia Pop. So let me get my scrap paper again. And we're just gonna sponge a little bit around the edges with this. Greetings for all, that's what it is. I'm doing a lot off because I don't want it too dark. I'm just going to go around the edge a little bit with my little teeny tiny brush. This reminds me of my toothbrush. You know how like when you use your toothbrush for like more than a month and it starts getting like frayed on the edge because you press too hard against your teeth? That's what happened to this one. Somehow it got like frayed on the edge. I don't know how. But they're too darn expensive to throw out, so I'm not throwing it out. And then I'm just going to go teeny bit across the middle. And there we go. So that was Petunia Pop. And we're going to put that right on here. I like how pretty the back is. And let me put that on the back side. You can tell I cut this with my paper cutter. Like I have a guillotine or guillotine chopper that I do most of my paper with, and it has a smoother cut than my my Stampin' Up! Paper cutter because I use it so much. My guillotine one, it's self-sharpening, so I've had it for like 20 years and I've never had to sharpen it, and it just stays really sharp. But my Stampin' Up! One I use all the time, and I don't change the blades out enough. All right, so that goes there, and then I've got butterflies for this one. So we're just gonna grab a couple butterflies. Oops. And put one there and one there. So all I did, I had all these gems just sitting around on the table, and I just grabbed them all, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna add whatever looks good. And squirt. All right, so that's card number 5. We're doing good. It's only 7:45. I know. I love Petunia Pop. That's one of my favorite colors. I already said that, didn't I? I said my toenails are Petunia Pop. I love getting pedicures. Oh, I have to do the best and the worst tomorrow. So I've got first my gynecologist appointment, my yearly checkup, which is always so much fun, you know. And then I'm going to get a pedicure. So they're like next door to each other. So I got the worst and the best. All right, so this one is Fresh Freesia, my base. This is my inside piece, 5 1/4 by 4. This is 6 by 4, so we have to cut it down. But here's the thing. We got to make it look even. So if we're cutting off, this is 6 inches. I have to cut off 3/4 of an inch to get it to 5 1/4. So I'm going to cut a little bit off the top, and a little bit off the bottom. So about 3/8 of an inch. So let me see, 3/8 right there. It's really just on the other side of that line right there. So we've got that little piece, and there's polka dots on the back. And then turn it around, and then you can go right to 5 1/4. So we get polka dots there too. All right, so now the top and the bottom are even, and they're both missing that white line, because it would look weird if I just did it like off the top. All right, so that goes on there. I love that polka dot side. And that's gonna go right on the front. The great thing about this paper too is it goes with so many colors. You really could pick, you know, like 4 different colors, because that's like the peach, Lost Lagoon. I think that's like some garden green in there. That's Lost Lagoon. And then you've got kind of a crushed curry. So you could pick a lot of different colors. And then I've got these 2 strips here. I'm just going to put one of these strips on the top, or you don't want the other side because that's got that funny line on it. And we've got some little polka dots. So that's my inside. And then I've got this butterfly from our pack of butterflies. And I was kind of upset that those are retiring. I think they are on sale right now for like $5 for a pack. So check that. If you haven't done your order yet, make sure you check that last chance list for sale stuff and add it to your order. All right, so I'm going to sponge this butterfly with a little bit of petunia pop. I wanted to keep it easy, so I pretty much just use everything. I do have 1 or 2 cards that use Pretty Peacock, and I'm just going to kind of just tap some color on here. If you try to rub it too much, it kind of bunches up. And gets, I don't want to mess up my antennas or anything. Okay, so that looks pretty good. I always love it when you sponge stuff and you get that background there from the negative image of it. All right, now this just barely fits on here. I kind of realized that after I did it. I was like, ooh, that butterfly just barely fits on here. So we're just going to put a teeny tiny bit of glue. You could put glue dots. I'm just going to put, oops, don't want too much. And just wherever you got like extra room in there. And there. All right, try not to get it on my fingers. And we're just going to pop that right at the very top. Okay. And then I put some rhinestones on this one. Just some little rhinestones. I put 1 on the butterfly. Oh, I didn't even show you the card. Oh my gosh. Okay. Forgot. I swear I'm not losing my mind, but sometimes, oops, we need a spray. That was a really easy card. All right, got a little carried away with the pink there. That's okay. All right. Whew. Did anyone else see the metal die with striped dots? Metal die with striped dots. I don't know. Just made the last of your life. Oh, hey, Cheryl. You'll have to see the replay because we're almost done. We only got 2 cards left. All right, so here's my next to the last. I saved the hardest one for last. So this one is our orangey colors. My mother would love this one because her favorite color is orange. So this is Calypso Coral. And then my inside white piece, 5 1/4 by 4. And then this Happy Birthday is 6 by 4. So we need to cut off a little bit off each end. So we're just gonna do a teeny bit, 3/8 of an inch off this end, and save that piece. And then 3/8 of an inch off the other side. So then you got 2 pieces you can put on your inside. All right, so this card is going acrossways, horizontally. So there you go. This is a super easy one. And then I'm just going to take one of these. I think I like that one. Put that across the top. And, oh, you know, it's actually the side because this one's going the other way. So we'll put it, let's put the blue up at the top. I don't know why each of these, I must have cut these like a slight teeny bit short because each one has like a sliver over the edge. Okay, so that's my inside. Now the last one was the hard one. Oops, that's why I saved it for last, but it's my favorite probably. Okay, so there's the inside. And then we've got some orangey pearls right here on these same pearls we've been using. So we're just going to put a few of these. And I did put, for the eye, I put that pearl there for my dot. And then just another one there. So there we go. So there's that one. So that's card number 7. So we're almost done. Last card. All right. So are these super easy cards or what? All right. So here's my last one. We've got our card base. Here's the card. We got our white for the inside. And then we've got our 6-inch piece that we need to cut back. So I'm just, this one you could just do, well, actually this is different because what I did was I decided to make this different and I cut 5 1-inch strips. So I need to cut these, cut it at 5 inches and then just cut 5-inch or 1-inch strips each. So, and I think I cut this one off. We're going to cut it at 5. And then here's a little trick. So this is just an extra piece. So here's what I did. I took this piece, so this is my front, and I flipped it over. So this piece here is going to be number 1. So I went 1, and then this would be about 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that way, once you cut it, I flip back over. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when I cut it, I won't get them mixed up. So I'm going to cut each of these at 1 inch. And that way I won't have to worry about what order they go in. So that's just a trick for you if you do any of these cards. And it just fits perfect like that. Okay, so they're 1 inch by 4 inch, these, and I mixed them all up, but if I turn them over, they have the numbers on the back, so I don't have to worry about it. All right, so this is gonna go right on here. This piece can be my inside one, so let me just glue that down real quick. We'll have a big wide piece for the inside. So that's our extra. And that's still a little sliver too much. Okay. Now, here's what I did to get this even. So let me see if I've got a grid sheet in here. Yeah, I got a grid sheet. Okay. So you want to get a grid sheet so you can get it even. So let me see. Oh, they're backwards. Okay, never mind. Well, the sheet I had in in the other room was even. Okay, so this is 5.5. That's really a little bit short. Let me go this way. That's centimeters. Hold on, let me just get a new one. That one's better. Okay. All right, so put this down even with the edge. And so we know our card is 5.5, right? So half of 5.5 is 2 3/4. So this is my center right here. And then since it's 1 inch, that means it's going to go 1/2 inch on either side, which means it's going to be, there we go. So here to here. So this is the center right there. So this piece right here has to go from there to there. So 2 squares on either side. So that's how I put the first one down. Now we got to make sure that's number 3, which it's not. Here's number 3. All right, so this is my center one. So I'm gonna put some glue on it because I wanted to make sure it was not crooked, because if it's crooked, then it's gonna look funny. All right, so put this down, and you got your, let me do this at the top too. So the center, that's 3. So this is my center. And there we go. All right, so put it, just want to make sure I had it go in the right direction. Right there, and right there. And make sure your top is the same as your bottom. All right, so you've got about an eighth of an inch right there. All right, so now I know the middle one is straight, so now I can do the other ones. All right, so I need, there's number 5, number 2, number 1. There we go. So these 2 are pretty easy to do once you get the middle one down. But numbering them definitely helps. Okay, so put that. So everything's about an eighth of an inch apart. And then get the last one. So it's not as complicated as it looks if you do the measurements right. And that's number 2. Yep. And then last one. Almost didn't look right, but it is. Okay. So there we go. That one probably should be just a teeny weeny bit over, but that's okay. All right. So that looks pretty good. Then I got a butterfly and my words. So this butterfly I sponged with Pretty Peacock. And I also did a little gold bow. Numbering them is a great tip. Yes, it is. Because I can't tell you how many times I've done cards like this and you flip it over and then you're sitting there trying to figure out which one which order they go in, because this one's kind of a hard one to tell because they're so similar, each piece. And if you mess up one, then it looks silly when you finish. So I'm just going around the edges of this. All right, so there we go. So that's gonna go in here. I think I want it a little bit darker. Okay. Perfect. All right, so there's my butterfly. And then my words are gonna go down at the bottom. So I'm gonna put them on first. Oh, you know what I did? I sponged it too. Hold on. Let me sponge the words. It was just too stark white to have it just like that. So I put a little bit of color. Okay, there we go. I know, these words are great. And they're cheap too. I think they're only like $6, $7, something like that. They're cheap. And then you have all these words just like ready to go. So there's that. So this is the only card that was really like a little bit of work. All right, so there's my thinking of you, and then I put glue on this a little bit. Oops. My glue is starting to get a little bit gummy because I left it open. And just a little bit on the edge. If you like your butterfly to be flying, just put some in the middle and not on the edges. But I always worry that my butterfly is gonna rip or something if it's not tacked down all the way. All right, and then put this wherever you want to. There we go. And then I did my gold bow, and this is leaving too. If you haven't bought yours yet, this is retiring, this gold thread. My favorite. So make sure you get some of that before it's gone, because I'm going to keep on using it because I bought like 10. Because I love it. Stick that on there. It just goes so well with like so many things. And then put that on the butterfly right in the middle. And then I got some blue pearls again. And we're almost done, folks. Let's just put these all over the place. I love this blue. So pretty. All right, and then we're gonna spritz it and we are done. Okay, so that's the last one. Oops, we forgot the inside, sorry. Here we go, don't forget that. Guys didn't tell me. But these cards are so easy and they look so pretty. All right, so that's our last one. So that was number 8. So let's go back through. I'm going to put them all back out. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So we made 16 cards total. Well, I did because I made half of them the other day, last night. All right, so what do you guys think? So quick and easy. I love these. Oh, Mary, you were yelling at me. Okay. Oh, I'm so glad you guys like them. Okay, so you know what we still have time for? A joke. It's 8 o'clock, 8:03. So that was pretty good. We did the catalog walkthrough and 8 cards in an hour. So that was good. All right, so it's joke time. This is a funny one too. And it's so funny when I find these jokes that have my mother's name in them, because she gets a kick out of it when it's her name in the joke. All right, here we go. An old farmer went to town to see a movie. The ticket girl said, "Sir, what is that on your shoulder?" The old farmer said, "This is my pet rooster, Chucky. Wherever I go, Chucky goes." "I'm sorry, sir," the ticket girl said, "but we can't allow animals in the theater, not even a pet chicken." The old farmer went around the corner, stuffed the chicken down his pants. He returned to the booth, bought a ticket, and entered the theater. He sat down next to 2 women named Mildred and Marge. And the movie started, and the chicken began to squirm. I guess it's really a rooster, but a chicken, I think a chicken is a female, and a rooster's a male, but I'm not sure. The movie started and the chicken began to squirm. The old farmer unzipped his pants so Chucky could stick his head out and watch the movie. "Marge," whispered Mildred. "What?" said Marge. "I think the guy next to me is a pervert." "What makes you think so?" asked Marge. "He unzipped his pants and he has his thing out," whispered Mildred. "Well, don't worry about it," said Marge. "At our age, it isn't anything we haven't seen before." "Yes," said Mildred, "but this one's eating my popcorn." Make sure you share that with your husband. I thought that was so funny. All right. I hope you liked that joke. And now it is time for card giveaway. So we have some cards to give away. And almost all the cards were claimed last time. I have, I think, 2. But all the other ones were claimed. So that's good. All right. So let me grab them. So we have Judith and Michelle. You guys need to claim your cards. And then here's some for today. So here we go. Cute joke. You guys love the joke. Good. I am so glad. Why am I so crooked today? I don't know. Let me see. Am I that's better? Maybe. Nope. That just made it go wrong. Monkey. Okay. There we go. Oh, a hen. So what is a chicken? They're both chickens, but a rooster and a hen are, okay, so kind of like people are human, but there's female and male. I gotcha. Okay. I always thought a chicken was the girl, but I guess hen is right. All right. Sherry Niebauer. She just won one. Let's pick a different one. Sorry, Sherry. I just sent you one. All right, Debbie Holman. You get that one. I'll put your name back in, Sherry. Susan Sanders. And Tony Schilling. Tony hasn't won one in a while. And then last one, Sandy Hurd. Sandy Hurd. Sherry, I'm putting your back in. You don't want to get 2 in a row. But you'll get another one. All right. Elizabeth Jones. I will put your name